Hello, this is EarthNote Reviews bringing you the review of the fourth studio album by the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, titled 4. I wasn't planning on doing this review before, but I got their entire discography for free, so I thought, why not? If you want to know why they gave their discography away for free, then check out one of the links in the description. Since this is my first review, let's explain how I'm going to do this. They will always be track-by-track reviews because I feel that every song deserves to have depth, and most of them deserve to be known about. I will always get the crappy tracks out of the way first, and end on my favorites to always end on a positive note. I will state some details about the song's sound and then my opinion of the song. And of course, give some background on the band or what they have been doing at the beginning. So the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus is a band from Jacksonville, Florida, whose particular style is questionable to me. I would call them a wannabe post-hardcore band because I feel that their elements lie closer to that of rock and alternative music. My general idea of post-hardcore involves a certain guitar style that I don't know how to explain, a considerable amount of screaming, and a higher male voice. Usually the highness or lowness of the voice and the amount of screams is usually what separates post-hardcore and metalcore to me. And not only does lead singer Ronnie not scream nearly enough for this to be a post-hardcore band, but his screams are awful to my ears and oftentimes ruin some pretty solid tracks for me. Keep in mind this is only my opinion. And lastly, about their style, I don't see anything really unique about this band, other than trying to be post-hardcore and end up being alternative. But mostly, they have a pretty solid sound, and I like it. The instrumental work on this song, I think, is one of the best on the album. It's the lyrics that really have me hung up on saying that it isn't really a good song. The lyrical message I have derived is something like, whoever the song is about feels betrayed, and at first he starts talking about how whoever betrayed him and how he feels, and then he is like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to get you back. So my opinion on this track isn't good. The screaming in this is absolutely horrendous with the way it goes with the guitar riffs. I just can't stand it, or the meaning, or anything. To me, it's just overall a pathetic song. Maybe I think of songs as way too literally, but the meaning of this song is obvious, and it's a crappy way to express it. It is pretty much someone telling someone off for ruining their lives with drugs or something, but if you ask me, being so aggressive and mean about it is not the way to make someone quit something. A song of pleading would have been more appropriate for this topic, and I just think there are many ways that they could have gone about it that are better than this one. So I do not like this song at all. It has a stupid message, and the lyrics are way too repetitive. But I have to say, the instrumental in this is pretty good. The musicians of this band have great skill that I really appreciate. My style is, I think, the first single off this album, and it's pretty much a song against suicide. It's for the most part very repetitive. It has a very aggressive and fast-paced beat. Guitar and drums are the highlight of the song. I can tell they are working very hard. It's so good. I don't really like this song, actually, because of the messages. 95% of people might think this is a good message, and that killing yourself is the most selfish thing ever, but I think if someone is going through so much pain that they want to end their lives, then it is selfish of us to force them to keep suffering that pain every single day. Sure, it is sad for us to see them go, but if they are suffering that much, then I say it's okay. It may get better most of the time, but not always. I don't think this song would really save anyone in need. It's such an angry type song, not for someone who is suffering by any means. The guitar work and drums is great, but the overall meaning doesn't fit with the atmosphere and totally ruins the song. I'm deleting it after this review, most definitely. This song is very questionable to me. I am conflicted of if this track is worthwhile to keep. The instrumental is honestly really amazing and beautiful, and you can just tell so much passion was put into it. The whole band has truly put together a work of art on this thing that I truly appreciate. But the lyrics are just, they are pretty and meaningful, don't get me wrong. I am sure this song was written from the heart, and it is very personal for the writer. But the way I think of things is very different. I don't really like repetitiveness at all, and in terms of lyrical value, that is all this song is. The idea behind this song has been used time after time after time, probably in every genre of music. And it's not just an original idea at all. It is a good song if you like songs that you can memorize fast, though. So overall, I don't think I will be revisiting this song for much longer. I may very well download the instrumental and write my own lyrics, though, so that's a start. The track California starts off with a very simple guitar melody, and my first thought is, this is your fourth studio album, you've been doing this for 8 years, I want to see more from that guitarist. I mean, the drummer is definitely going at it, like, as hard as he can, so why can't the guitar be more creative? Then Ronnie kicks in, and I start hearing the fun in this track. It is what I would call a very upbeat pop rock song. In terms of lyrics, the meaning is very clear. He finds his lover in California or whatever. It's just a fun song. I find a few lyrics in here that I don't fully understand, such as, you better hire a real good lawyer, in which he says weird in order to rhyme with the word California, which doesn't make any sense. Now, I usually have a fun time with this song, but I don't think it will stick around much longer. I don't really enjoy the lyrics. I like songs with meaning more. Love songs are good, but I prefer the lyrics to be extremely creative if they are love songs. Other than the fun atmosphere of the song, the dreams are really the only thing keeping me there. It's more of a filler track in which I think there should be none. This song is quite a solid track. I really wish it was longer. With only 2 minutes and 4 seconds, it is jam-packed with skilled guitar work, fast drumming, and soulful vocals. It is lyrically about, I think, a fight within a divorce in which one of them is at the breaking point with the other person. It is an accurate depiction of how someone would be feeling in a time like this. So I would say, great job lyrically and instrumentally. It's just overall really good. I Know Right is an interesting song. It's a song of expressive love. The vocals to me sound powerful and effortless. They play around with the different key signatures in this song. The beginning guitar riff makes it come off as a really angry song from the start, and it sounds like the rhythm guitar stays in that key. And the lead guitar and vocals fade into a completely different key. Everything about this track seems pretty solid to me, despite that. I think this song is very good. I really enjoy how the lyrics are written, such as the first line, looking off into the sky, suddenly I realize that I'm high, not on drugs, but on your eyes. It kind of sounds like he was angrily begging for someone's love, I guess. I feel like the guitar work is very fun and fast-paced, and it just works. This is an ideal alternative rock song that I can see myself listening to for quite a while. Grim 2.0 starts out with an interesting and kind of eerie xylophonal piano melody, which builds up until the 1 minute and 55 second mark where the guitars and vocals start coming in. A little screaming starts really early and goes throughout the song, and even reading the lyrics right in front of my face, no matter how many times I listen to it, I can't really identify when he says what. I enjoy, however, through the song, the whole band is just going all out, and I really appreciate that. The message I get from the song is very mixed, but I think it has something to do with social anxiety and a lot of betrayal. I have to say, I really like this song. The dark and eerie feel at the beginning is awesome. As I previously stated, I can't stand Ronnie's screaming voice, and the screams happen all throughout the song, but I am not going to let that ruin for me. So I guess that's good. I think the band made a risky choice making this the first track because it is 8 minutes and 54 seconds long, and it has a lot of very different ideas involved in the instrumentals. I feel like some people might see this as them throwing way too much into it and stop listening after this track. But I have to say, it's a very powerful track, so the other side of people will really enjoy it. I think I'm going to keep it, not forever, but probably for quite a while. It Was You has very good guitar work, closer to what I would say is the post-hardcore guitar style. John is going very hard with those drums, and it just sounds fantastic in this song. I feel like the way the lyrics were written, though, is quite poor. They could have very well said the same thing in a way that would have been more clear or more emotional. This song is more of a power ballad than anything else. The lyrics are about thanking someone for always being there for whoever is singing, so it's like a thank you song. I like this song. Everything about it is solid. The guitar is just amazing to me and stays consistently good throughout. And trust me, the solo in this song is simply beautiful. and everyone is doing a great job of bringing out raw emotion and passion in this song, even if the lyrics aren't the greatest. They were probably the worst thing, but they are still pretty decent. This definitely shows a good side of the band overall. You're the Mockingjay is obviously a song written for the Hunger Games. It may have been written for one of the soundtracks for the movies and just didn't make the cut. I don't know, but it is a very enjoyable track. It provides great accuracy in stating the story and how the citizens of Panam would feel being part of the revolution to take down the capital. It more specifically depicts the responsibility Katniss feels for leading the revolution. Combined with a very good instrumental, this is a wonderfully solid track. This is definitely a keeper. Being a big fan of the Hunger Games, this song definitely strikes the feels. The lyrics are amazing. The instrumentation is great. It is truly the perfect song for any fan of the Hunger Games and the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus alike. I haven't been listening to this band for very long, and I definitely listened to this album the most. And I didn't know that the band was Christian, but this song makes me think it is because it sounds like this song is about Jesus to me. The lyrical content involves themes about life scars and giving the world hope, and about his pain and suffering for us. So obviously, the guy they're talking about is Jesus. Its intent sounds to me to be inspirational. The song is driven by piano and violins and just sounds like a powerful inspiration song. It's definitely solid and shows a different side of what the band is capable of, which I think is a very good thing. This is definitely my favorite song in the album 4. The piano and violins sound absolutely beautiful, and the lyrics are amazing and bring a very positive message. The atmosphere the song provides, I would say, is very mystical. I like the way it builds and the vocals get more intense. Even if you don't want to look at the album at all, I would say this is definitely worth looking into. It is the closing track of this album, actually, and I think there is no song that would better fit for that place. The rating I'm going to give each album depends on how many songs I like from it. I know that's a weird way to grade it, but that's what I'm doing. I like 6 songs out of 11, so I'm going to just divide that and give it a 54 out of 100 percentage rating. I don't really feel like they matured at all in the making of this album through the music. But overall, it is a pretty solid album, mostly because of the instrumentals. I hope that in the future they are able to do better and actually mature in their sound more than they did in this one. In the description will be a link to my favorite song from this album, as it will be in every video. The story of why I was able to get this band's entire discography free, links to the channels of the reviewers that inspired me, and a link to my comedy channel. Coming up this weekend is a review of the new Angus and Julia Stone self-titled record. I will be replying to every single comment I am giving. I really hope that I didn't sound sarcastic or boring. I'm really trying, and I promise I will always try really hard for any fans that I receive. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a nice day.